Listen, before you watch this video, I need you to like and subscribe, man. The goal is to get as many college coaches to this platform as possible to get these kids scholarships. So in order to do that, I need you to like and subscribe to this video and even share it.
What up?
What's up? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good work this morning.
Oh yeah, this morning. Yeah, I just be chilling. Debbie Kennedy working out this
Oh,
morning. Yesterday, we went to the track yesterday. Shit, boy, my legs feeling it.
yeah.
Man, what?
Hey, I thought I was like, listen, they running a little late this morning.
Hey, I definitely. Hey, I didn't get a late start. I still woke up around 4:30, but
Okay.
man, I'm moving slow,
Yeah.
boy. I'm telling. Man,
Hey,
what?
it's gonna give you about a couple weeks. Couple weeks of consistency, you'll be
Yeah,
straight.
I'll be
Yeah,
better. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
You work out this morning?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the freaking janitor be messing my workout out. So I usually do my basketball workout, then I do my weight room workout. At the same time before we even get on the live. But this morning, like the janitor dude was mopping the floor, so I just did my weight room. So I'm going back
All on
and doing
the floor while you trying to work
bruh.
out.
And I be trying to listen, I be trying to time it out. But
Yeah,
it's he be and then he don't speak no English, so
yeah.
it's
And
a
he just
dub.
being away. He just being away.
Nah, like he'll mop one side. Like I'll be like, say for instance, I'm mid workout. Like he trying to do his job. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
not gonna leave the gym.
yeah. He got to get this mopped.
Yeah, the flow gotta get bumped. So I'm like, you know what, my boy, go ahead and have
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
What up? Good
Nah.
morning.
Good
What up,
morning,
y'all?
Z.
Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
up?
sir. Man, how y'all feeling? Yeah,
I'm good. I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah. Nah. So today's topic is, do you really need AAU? Transitioning from high school to college, what does that look like? And then, why don't we, as a culture, push trade skills? So, first topic is, do you feel like kids need AAU? Because only reason why I brought this topic up is because, like, I guess it's situational, but I feel like it's two like top prospects on the boys' side that's not even playing AAU this summer. Now, granted, they already did the work early, you know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of like put in perspective. Do you need AAU, or when do you stop playing AAU?
I'm just gonna go in on this one because everybody not gonna be those type of kids where you getting highly recruited
Mhm.
out of the situation. Like say for instance, you're on a national high school team
Okay,
and you're really, really good and you already got 30, 40 offers.
right,
Why do you need AAU?
Right.
Feel what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So, if you already got a situation like that, unless you chasing to be a McDonald's All-American or a Jordan Brand kid, those are reasons why you still want to play because you want to play against those other top guys to show that I should be involved in the inclusion.
mm,
Because sometimes they'll blackball you as well because you're not playing. You know what I'm saying? And being
yeah,
a marketing tool for whatever AAU program that you're playing for as well. So it can work against you and then it can work for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-way situation, but everybody not one of them ones for what they say they can't play AAU.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you wanna go to the lower level ages, do you need to play AAU in the third, fourth, fifth grade? No, you don't. No, you don't need to play AAU in the third, fourth, fifth grade. I feel like you need to be uh, working on your game. Go find some places where kids are playing.
mm-hmm.
That's one of the things I want to start venturing out in is having open runs for younger kids,
Yeah,
not older kids,
mm-hmm.
for the third, fourth, fifth grade level
Right,
to come play open run and be a constructive coach in there and stop them. Hey, why would you didn't you see him open it? Just have a constructive open run to show them how to learn, how to do things, because right now so many kids at the younger level
mm-hmm.
that's playing such bad basketball and it's only gonna get worse because nobody's correcting
Yep,
it.
mm-hmm.
So I would say AAU mostly, yes, definitely for older kids because it's their marketing. Every college coach is not coming to some of these high schools. You know what I'm saying? So they every high school not a nationally ranked high school team.
Right.
Or play a national schedule. So like my son has to play AAU. Seguin is a great school, but it's not pulling in no college coaches just walking in off the street.
Right.
So he has to play AAU. You know what I'm saying? It's different for different schools. If you getting those type of college coaches coming in daily, you know what I'm saying? You're in a program like that, then you could kind of think about it like, dang, I'm getting my offers from my high school and not AAU. So do I need to play AAU unless I'm chasing something greater? That's just my take on it.
Got you.
And then I look at it like most people, like, you hear that, you see that podcast with Steph, and he say, man, I didn't play AAU for whatever years he didn't play. And
Right.
then people will take that and go run with that. Or they'll go look at those kids that's not playing AAU. Man, most of those people coming from parents, they got their
Yep.
trainers, they got gyms at home. Like they also got a plan. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we not playing AAU. We gonna take this year off and we gonna do skills. I'm gonna get you with this trainer. We are gonna do open runs because a lot of people don't know. Texas is a little different, but you go to Cali, you in high
Mm-hmm.
school, you can go hoop with those pro players and them
Yeah.
college players.
Yeah.
Like they got different runs. So wherever those kids at, you don't know who they hooping with. They might be with a
Yeah.
college. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hooping and like getting a whole different type of uh hoop games in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know about AAU. I always thought you needed AAU. So when people say I'm not playing, I'm like, I don't know why you wouldn't play because, like you saying, most colleges not coming to high school to come look at you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
So now I'm gonna give you an example. So do you feel like CC from Duncanville? Do you feel like could she just play at Duncanville and still get the exposure that she need if she did play AAU? Like, the only reason why I threw her out there because I know her and she goes, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
you
Yeah.
With CC, she probably need one more year. Her senior year, going to her senior year, she probably wouldn't need to play because she already got offers. You know they gonna come watch her play at
uh-huh.
Duncanville. Uh, I think a player like that because she's good. Everybody knows she's
Right,
good. She
right,
could take a year off her senior, like going into her senior year. She could, but everybody not like her. You
right.
know what I'm
But
And
saying?
that's
So
but is that gonna hurt her McDonald's
yeah,
status, Jordan brand status? See, that's what I think y'all forget about. And some of these kids gotta play in that stuff because all the McDonald votes out in the summer. All the McDonald people out in the summer. They watching. They
right.
watching. So will that hurt her status not playing in some of those AAU prime events that
I,
they're at?
I
mm.
agree. Yeah,
But
I don't see
she been
why a
playing with
kid.
them. She been playing with them what? Freshman, sophomore, and then you don't play your junior year. But if you already been playing against that top talent, you already pretty much I ain't gonna say dominate, but you done held your own against that top talent, and you playing at a national ranked high school, or you playing at a I wouldn't say national ranked, but like a top high school in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's I ain't gonna say that's enough, but like you pretty much
But
cemented yourself in that top category
Well,
in a sense.
I totally agree with you, but I'm just telling you what I know
yeah,
about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
and,
the other side
yeah.
of it. It's so political that you know what I'm saying that it's almost like they're forcing your hand.
Mm,
They forcing your hand to have to do that stuff because they will punish you, bro.
yeah.
They
and
will punish
but
you.
I look at it like this too. If you're a basketball player, AAU is your season. Like that's your season. Like you have to like why wouldn't you play? Like we trying to like at some point you trying to make it to the league. You supposed to be gonna put on a show. We trying to see like it'll be hard not to see Special K play. Like I'm trying to come watch you play. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
like if you got the mindset you trying to go be pro and you talking about you gonna take a year off, like why wouldn't you play?
But
Well, I mean,
scratch the pro part though. Scratch the pro
yeah,
part. You just
yeah,
trying to
scratch
get to
the pro
college.
part, yeah,
Scratch the pro
That's
yeah.
what I'm
part.
saying.
You
So
just
You're
yeah,
trying to
trying to
get
go
to
to
college.
why wouldn't you play?
yeah, but
You already got the
why do I need to?
offers.
Why do I need to when I got 40 offers
Why
already?
do I need to play?
Okay,
Even
besides
if you
those
got
type
Oh,
10
kids,
okay,
offers.
take
Even
those
if you got
kids away. Take those kids away.
yeah.
But everybody don't have those
Oh, I thought that's
offers.
what we. I
Yeah.
thought that's what we were talking about. The kids that got all the offers, do they have to play or
Well, I
not?
mean, we
Kids that ain't
already
got no.
said
no.
those
Kids that
kids
ain't got
can
no offers.
those kids can
Kids that
take
ain't got no
a year
offers
off.
need to play.
Yeah, those kids can take a year off. But we talking about the like who you can't. It's only 1% who can say, I don't want to play AAU.
So I wanna Play that. So what if I got Division II JUCO and that's my level, right? That's my level. I know I'm probably not gonna get no D1. You
Yeah.
know, even though people be telling me, "Oh, you can go play D1," do you feel like you could stop playing AAU?
Yeah, because you ain't done developing.
But you know what? Go on and ink out though.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Go on and ink out. Go on and sign.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
those runs,
don't be sitting around. Don't be sitting around and you know, contemplating on where you want to go. If you're not gonna play AAU, you need to go on and sign the piece of paper and tell them folks you coming.
Gotcha.
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
But then like, but
yeah.
if you're not a D1 player,
Okay.
you gotta go D1 to go to the NBA. Am I right or wrong? Like you gotta have at least one D1 experience. Am I?
No,
Am I right? You ain't,
no,
okay, fine.
no.
So
It's
okay,
a bunch of guys in the league out of D2 schools.
Mm-hmm.
okay. They got
It's a
drafted
bunch
from
of
D2. They
yeah.
didn't go
Duncan Robinson came from a
overseas.
D3, but he went D1.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you had to go. It's a process.
No,
Like
But you know,
okay,
no talent.
basketball is
No,
so universal, bro. You know, it ain't like
so so
it's super
let me
politic because it's only so many limited spots.
let me ask you this: If you not D1, because I look at that as like one of the top highest for basketball, right? If you're not D1, can you really say you league ready now? Like
but it's levels.
Yeah,
See so you just saying D1 in the whole. There's levels to D1.
yeah,
right,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? League potential is the guys like Colin Perry and them coming after. You know what I'm saying? League potential is the ones that Mulkey and Don and
Mm-hmm.
Gino chasing. Those are league potential kids because they're trying to get them in their program. I'm not no disrespect to no lower D1s,
Right.
but say like if you go to Southern Utah, I mean, damn, that's a great you got a D1 scholarship. You know what I'm saying? It's a great experience for you, but that's not considered one of the places that a league person is gonna come
Mm-hmm.
out of. Now, if you surprise and shock everybody, guess what probably gonna happen? You're probably gonna transfer up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you got to look at the levels of
so
D1 as
with
well. So
that
it's
so with that being said, if you not one of those top players, can you really not afford to play AAU? Like why wouldn't you play AAU?
But if
Because
you a
you know you're not.
Division II kid, Division III kid, and you got plenty of those offers, because it's a lot of kids that got D2 offers, that's got a lot of JUCO offers, but they ain't got no D1 offer. So they like, I'm gonna still try to get this D1 though.
That's what I'm
I'm gonna still try to
saying.
get this D1
So
though.
why wouldn't you play AAU?
But you already,
Like you
why wouldn't you
ain't
take what
you ain't got the
you
real
got 20
bag
D2
yet.
offers? You got 20 D2 offers, and you got about 15 JUCO offers.
well, Trey.
That
I can't say they ain't got the real bag no more because it's so hard to get an
Yeah.
offer now. Based upon what's going on in the college world
mm-hmm.
now with transfer portal and all that. So we go back 5-6 years, they were handing them out
Right.
left and right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you right now you see kids posting offers left and
Right.
right. You know what I'm saying? I got this offer, I got
Yep.
this offer. You don't see it no more because of the transfer portal taking away that option for kids. So I can't say you got the bag or you don't have the bag because there's kids out here that can play their ass off and they got an offer yet.
Right.
Yep.
You know
Yep.
So
what
which
I'm saying?
so
So
that's what I'm saying though. I agree. So why wouldn't you play AAU? Like why would that be a conversation if you ain't you
Because
know if you see what I'm
I feel
saying?
like the way the land of the game is, bro. Just like Z said, like the college transfer portal is the number one lick. The people that's getting offers really right now is kids they had their eyes on last year already, and they pretty much had their eyes on during the high school season. They just performed well enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and offer them now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they already got their team for the most part lined up. But those are most of the kids that's getting offers now that y'all see getting a lot of offers now is kids that they already had on the board. Like they was first priority on their board when they came to this live period. Because
you
you
know,
run
it's
that
just
as coach's
like
job.
that's just like saying now, coaches that's in the game now on the higher levels, they'd be stupid not to get in some of these tournaments and ask and request to play Mo Jeff just because Not that you're gonna beat them, but if you got a girl that's not getting recruited
Yep.
and she plays well against them, that gives her an opportunity to get her name out there. People like, hey man, such got this girl over there. Y'all want to go check out?
Right.
See, that's what you navigate as a coach right
Yep.
now. Of the good teams, the real good teams.
Yep.
Not saying you're gonna beat them.
Yep.
You just
I
want to
want to
play
play
against
you.
somewhere you can show. Yeah, well, you can show that you got some kids on your team that can play at the caliber of playing against those type of
Right.
girls. But coaches don't think like that. They don't. They just worried about winning or losing, so their kids lose out on it.
Hmm. Now, do you? So my always got this take is right. I don't feel like the best people are at D1, right? When I say that, I don't think the best. When I always say, I don't think the best people, the NBA don't have the best players in the world. Like that, I feel like it's people overseas, it's people that ain't you ain't seen the best players in the NBA. Like that's just me. That's my personal take.
Nah. I
That's just
don't
me.
know. I
That's
don't
just
know.
that's just me personally. I don't feel like the best players are at Division 1. Like I feel like there's D2, there's D3 players that maybe that just got no opportunity to get seen by Division 1 or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like I
And
don't I don't feel
that's a
like that's
low. That's a low percentage. Ed. That's a very low percentage of guys that's down that far. That's really that good that didn't get an opportunity. The percentages are low.
Would you
Yeah, the
what you
percentages
think
are
the
would you
low.
say they
percentage
didn't get an
is.
opportunity or they messed up their opportunity? Because if you good, everybody know you good, then you good. Like you gonna get that opportunity. A lot of them dudes that be at JUCOs, they be blowing their opportunities away.
Uh yes
They
and
not
no.
they not at a JUCO because they not good. They at a JUCO because they probably didn't have grades. They probably got in trouble. They not like
But that
people like if you
but early on though, or early on in your life though, like it's only so much you can control. You feel what I'm saying? Like life experience, family dynamics, like shit, it happens. It happens. That don't mean
I
you
don't
ain't
care what
talented.
they say. What
That
they
don't
say, I
mean you
don't
ain't
care about the
talented.
why. I don't care about the why. You there for a reason. Like I don't care. Like you there. Like if you on that level, I'm not saying no person is gonna be like you too good. We don't want you. Like it's a reason you
Well,
there. You know
that's just
because
like me, man. Just like me, getting signing with Utah State and getting in trouble, going to JUCO. Guess why I was All American out of Brookhaven. People don't even know that. My All American out of Brookhaven had every college in the land come to Brookhaven, UNLV or Arizona. I had everybody recruiting me out of Brookhaven, a Division 3
right.
JUCO. And then I didn't graduate, didn't get my associates from Brookhaven, and went to the top D2 school in the country, had NBA scouts in the stands. So it just depends on your situation and how you navigate around it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a true story for me. You know what I'm
But
saying? I done came from the mud. I done came from
But
the
that's what
mud to
I'm
get
you
it
saying.
got
out.
See
You know what I'm saying?
those
see what I'm saying though?
opportunities.
You just proved it though. Like Z, you was an NBA some NBA caliber player.
And
Yeah.
he had the opportunities too. Everyone, like he said, I was at Brookhaven and everybody watching me. Like when you good, people know you good.
But
They coming.
I'm saying talent wise, bro, I don't feel like the best talent has hit the stages. So
But
it's other stuff
I,
besides the talent that keeps you from that. Yes.
I
But
can
talent
agree.
wise, I don't think the best players have touched the league
but
Okay, I
hey,
can
because of
agree to that.
I'm just saying, I agree with what you're saying, but the percentages of those type of players are very
Yeah,
low.
yeah,
It wasn't many guys like me when we go play South Plains, when we go play let me name some of the bigger name schools, Blinn, and we go, that coach would be out to the game asking my coach, how you get this dude at Brookhaven?
yeah.
But see,
Mhm.
I had gotten so much trouble. My mama said, you gonna go right here, sit your butt down, go to class, and do what you're supposed to do. And I ain't had no choice. I didn't get the chance to come home and figure out, the next big school I can go
Mhm.
to. My mom was involved, and I just made it happen out of Brookhaven. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, when I went out there and I tried out, bro. I done went to D1. I done tried to try out at the Division 3 JUCO, nigga. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's the percentages are very low,
Yeah.
Ed, of guys like
Yeah.
that being at that level. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? It's not no whole bunch of them dudes just running through Division 3s and they like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It is not a
Yeah.
whole bunch of
And
them.
Yeah.
then you got to look like he's saying. I got in trouble. A lot. If you good, you good. A lot of people are in those situations because, like, yeah, you might be talented, but are you working out?
Yeah.
Like a lot of coaches pass on you because you don't even work out. Z, you sent us a clip. One of the main things college coaches faces, I think it's from the Ashley podcast,
Yeah.
was kids getting to college and they not even in the gym no more. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
recruited me like, hey, this kid is a gym rat when they was in high school, but now they get to college, you don't even see them in the gym no more.
Right,
So
right.
Yeah.
that's a reason they probably, yeah, you talented, but they don't make you the best. When you the best because of you the best because of a reason. Like that's how I look at it. Yeah, it's a lot. I know a lot of dudes. We from East Texas. There's a lot of
Yeah.
dudes that's just gifted.
Mm-hmm.
Jump out the gym, head at the rim, but what they couldn't stay out of trouble. They wanted to be gangsters, or they didn't want to work out. They didn't think they needed to work out. So when you put them on that line and you make them run sprints, you put them in a game, they look good.
Right.
Put them on the line and practice and run sprints, they throwing up.
Right.
They don't eat right. They not sleeping. They stayed up all night. You know what I'm saying? So
So does
it's a
that have to, because it's going to help transition to the next topic, but do you feel like talent is a whole, like it's talent, and then it's like that's the top of the tree, and it's certain things up under the talent. So like the conditioning, the working out, the taking
All
care of your
that,
grades, all
all
that
that
falls under
tree,
talent.
all that tree plays a role in the where you land at. All that tree, you can have major talent, but then your attitude bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a good teammate. You late to practice.
Mm-hmm.
You
right.
can't remember the offense. So that tree has to be a balanced tree. Maybe you're
Mm-hmm.
talented, or he's a great teammate. He needs work on remembering, retaining plays. Not you can't. He needs work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe you come from a high school program where I didn't run plays, so you don't know nothing about it.
Right.
See, it's different adversaries to everything that kids go through. Because there's some high school coaches out here that just throw the ball out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they don't have a regimen of what they're supposed to know. They're talented enough to go to college, so when they get to college, they have an experience that are the stuff that a college coach is going to display on them.
Got you. Even with high school, you said coaches just throw the ball out there. Hell, hey, you do the same thing. Throw the
But
ball out there. Throw the ball
now,
out there.
some programs are teaching college offenses. I played against Southern Assault. That shit was woo, but they got some offenses for your ass, boy. I'm telling you, I watched name some other ones. When we went to Houston Hoops, they had some great offenses. Me, I be looking at offense. I be
Right.
looking at what an X and O coach. Is this AAU coach got X's and O's,
Right.
not just 24-hour full court press, man to man,
Right.
and hully
Right.
gully.
Yeah.
But when kids come down and really get into some structure, my son's coach runs good offenses. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of programs out here, but you got to be up on the upper echelons to get that type of regimen
Mm-hmm.
of coaching. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the dude with where the head back was, or got it cocked over to the
Yeah.
side and the backpack on the whole
Right.
game. You're not gonna get that from
Right.
him. You know what I'm saying? But so it just depends on where you're going. Like Mo Jeff, they look like a legit college team.
Mm-hmm.
Southwest.
You know what I'm saying? When you watch them play, you
Southwest
know what I'm saying?
look
They
like a
got,
college team.
yeah, you got Marcus coaching them. They're gonna look the part. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, you got a great coach. So it just depends on. I always tell parents this, they ask me questions. If you get your kid good enough, they will get into a great situation. But if your kid don't
Yeah.
get good enough,
Yeah.
they won't get into that situation.
Mm-hmm. So, kind of switching into the next topic, what does high school to college transition? What does that look like? As far as like regimen, what to expect? Like, because there's a lot of high schools that's not college ready, just like we was talking about, or it's a lot of AAU programs that's not college ready. So how are you able to transition to that if you ain't never seen that? And that's why I feel like a lot of kids either transfer or they come back home.
Yeah, we only got our select, high schools around here that's like considered basketball schools.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can name them. Name some of the basketball schools around here. You're gonna be able to name them, and then you're gonna be like, damn, that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's considered basketball schools.
What
So
is considered basketball schools?
where the coach has an expectation of their kids doing weights, yoga, the workout. They got spring and off-season workouts where they on the track. They, you know what I'm saying? They work out with the football team in the summer. They
Yeah.
play spring league and they play in the TABC
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's a lot of high school coaches that don't play in that stuff
Right.
because they don't have the type of kids to even go to that because they don't have nobody that's recruitable or, what I'm saying, or whatever like that. So you got to think about that aspect of it. But most of all, just the workout alone is high school coaches that bring people in
Mm-hmm.
for their kids, bring people in for their kids to work them out, get them better. But the strength and conditioning programs and the training on track training and all that stuff like that, I would consider that a basketball program. When you're doing all that stuff like that, yeah, you
Have you ever had the best socks in the world? Nope, you ain't. You don't know why you lying like that. Listen, ASG socks is the best socks in the world. Comfortable, snug fit, and you don't need to double sock them. Listen, the socks that the pros wear, these are ASG socks. Listen, man, buy two, get one free, plus free shipping. Less than $50, man. Use code I'm coming to get these socks. Get these socks today. Stop playing.
got a program over there. You got them caliber of kids that you're trying to get better and get ready to play. You're gonna at least make a second round, third round bid into the
Right.
playoffs.
Right.
So out of all that, what you just said, how many schools in the country doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think it's a lot of.
Legion, Faith Family, City Hill, Soto, Duncanville, South Grand Prairie,
Lancaster.
Lancaster, Red Oak.
That's all in the South.
Yeah, I'm just naming the one. Allen probably do
Allen
it.
Yeah.
probably do it.
Allen probably do it. What's that one you taught me about last year? Ed, they had the good girls. That was what's out there by Allen? What's
Frisco.
Fort
Boswell
Boswell, Fort Worth.
Boswell.
or Forward with
Yeah.
Boswell schools like
It's
that.
one called Braswell, I think, out in
Braswell. There
Braswell probably do it. I know the coach out of Den Ryan. She's probably doing it out there as well. Like you said, I mean, you have to think about, a Summit. I know Coach Gil. I know Coach G. She doing it over at Summit.
Mm-hmm.
Timberview.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, I'm just trying to
Like,
name,
yeah.
all the programs that I know of girls programs that, you know, that coaches really try to do what's best for the
Mm-hmm.
kids. You know that I mean, that we stuck.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it seems like
So
most coaches are now trying to compete with the AAU or the trainers. Now you see them trying to charge the kids to come train at school, or you see them trying to make them play, fall ball, spring ball, like year round. It's like I don't know. It might be out just in the north, but it seems like in the north, the
Mm-hmm.
the coaches is not aligned with the kids' goals. Like they don't care if they step on their AAU toes, or they don't care if I got a kid on a workout regimen,
Mm-hmm.
that high school coach would be like, all right, we gonna go play fall ball. It's like, no, like you're not working them out, you're not doing the weights, you're not
Mm-hmm.
putting them on the track. Like, and I feel like if the coaches was doing that, the kids would be better, but
Right.
also you wouldn't like collide with like AAU coaches. Like, all right, y'all working out, we'll step back.
Right.
But a lot of coaches out here, like trainers, we gotta work these kids out. We gotta put them in the weight room. We gotta put them through the yoga because the high school coach is not doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you see what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
they
another
I
not doing
I
it.
feel like
So
another
spring.
another aspect of that is get your kids so good to where can't nobody play with your kid like a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So that's why I be telling people about getting your kid good, man. Get the kid so good where you still control the narrative as a
yeah,
Right.
parent.
I believe that. I
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah, you know, so
Mhm.
you know,
because they
yeah,
telling
it's
kids.
things, it's things that you can say no to. Nah, we're not doing
Yeah,
that. Hey, coach, summertime. Hey, coach, we be at summer workouts in the morning,
Yeah.
but that's it. You know, we not playing in this tournament with the, you know, because we got AAU commitment already and stuff like that.
Right.
See, when you get your kid good enough, you don't have to commit to that stuff
right,
like that. Yeah, during the school year, I don't want my AAU program bothering me.
Right.
right,
So vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all calling me talking about, hey man, we need such over here to work out. No, man, we in school ball now.
right,
Mhm.
We in school ball right now. You know what I'm saying? But if your kid good enough, they're not gonna move
right,
on. They go wait.
Mhm.
right. Because it's coaches out here that be like, nah, you have to play or you can't play for the season.
Yeah.
So, and that's
And,
what I was about to
and
say.
kids be
Like,
like, nah, coach, I gotta go to that workout. It's like they not even working out that's for you. The workout's not for you. The
facts.
workout is for football players. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
I don't know what you about to go in there and do. Like,
And I feel like spring ball, man. To be honest, I feel like spring ball is bad timing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the peak of AAU season. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, when you start spring ball, like I think a lot of spring leagues have started now, but it's like this is like the prime of
You know what? I'm not.
AAU.
I'm. I'm. I'm a coach, so I'm not even mad at spring ball. But I think spring ball should not be for your ones, the ones that you know that you're gonna.
yeah,
I think it should be for guys that need to
yeah,
prove themselves, like my JV guys. That I want to see if you're gonna be able to play varsity this year. You know what I'm saying? I got a freshman that's coming in. Let me see what you got, bro. I don't think spring ball should be for your main guys that are playing AAU.
right,
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
right,
Let's see what my program got in my program without those guys. Let's see how we look without those guys. Let's see if these guys are gonna be able to cut the mustard.
right.
Can you not see that in June though? Like where it's that like I know it's still school time, like they still in school, they get out in a few weeks. But like can you not see that in June? Like that month of June is for high school. Like that's when
Yeah,
your
but
high school
June
coach get you.
June is college camp month.
Hmm.
June is college camp month. Kids gone. Kids gone to visit colleges and try to see if they can get their name notarized and stuff
Hey,
like that. So June,
only
but I'm
thing,
just saying, in general, if you know you got a kid that's first team all district for the last 2 years, why does he need to play spring ball?
Hmm.
right,
I'm gonna have him coaching. I'm gonna have him at the game. He gonna be coaching. He gonna be coaching the boys. Hey, this what coach want. This what coach want us to do this. Coach want. You know, that's things that my high school coach did with me.
Hmm.
That's what he did with me. I didn't have to play all that because I was playing BCI, Dallas Slammer Jam. I was
Right.
on some of the top AAU stuff in Dallas. So he didn't have me running rigged. I did my workouts like I was supposed to. I did everything I was supposed to. But when it came to that stuff like that, he started looking at the future of the program, like which direction we going into, like what we got coming in, these freshmen that's coming out these junior highs, can they play? Let's see what they got.
right,
So I just look at it at a different aspect because I know what I got with these guys right here.
Hmm.
I know what I got. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see like Nick, Farron. They don't play. You never see them play in spring
Hmm.
league. Lancaster, Kimball, name a few more. They don't jump in that stuff. They don't jump in that stuff, man. I mean, you
it's
just
all
start paying
north.
attention
It
to.
looked like that's what
Yeah.
I was saying. It looked like it's only the North Dallas. A
No,
lot
they
of
do it in
North
the south.
Dallas teams.
They do it in the south.
Yeah,
They do it
right.
out here
They
too.
do it
They
in
do it out
South.
here.
Hmm.
Okay, because you
Yeah, they
don't
do
see
it out here too.
Duncanville and that stuff, or you like, and then if you see Duncanville, because I remember last year I seen them, and it looked like they was at school working out, like pushing sleds, and
Hmm.
like they getting busy, but you don't see that like everywhere. Like you see spring leagues. It's like, why would you put them in a spring league though? Like, why
Yeah,
wouldn't you put them on the
I'm
track?
just
Yeah,
against spring late just
why wouldn't you put them on the
so
track? Why wouldn't you put them in the
I
weight
feel
room?
like this though, like let me kind of go back to the first topic, but I feel like you can get that dynamic, like just have maybe host like an open gym or something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all freshmen,
They
JV,
do that too.
like you could come just do
They
just
got
like
that too. They got that right now. Every school right now got open gym out of school. Everybody doing it.
mm.
Yeah, everybody doing that. They got that
So
too.
why do you need to go play in the spring league if you already doing
Because kids
if you're doing open
don't
gym?
show up to open gym.
Yep.
Nobody's
Yeah,
showing up to the open gym.
yeah, somebody. So, not them. Saying the good schools open gym is the shit. But them regular schools
Yeah,
that everybody going home.
yeah.
They get in their car, mama out front, and they gone.
Or going to go
So
train with an individual trainer.
Got you. So
one-on-one.
before we switch topics, what is some advice that you would give to a parent and helping the seniors or juniors that's getting ready to be seniors, getting ready to transition to the college level? Zeke, since you done did both, so you know what I'm saying. What is some advice you would give to a parent being able to transition from that high school to college phase?
To a
Yeah.
parent, I would say mainly making sure your kid is able to get up in the mornings. That's a big one. Making sure they're able to get up in the mornings and be ready to go. Not just get up in the morning, but be ready to go. Because most colleges do a lot of stuff early in the morning because they want to hold kids accountable of waking up on their own, being able to be somewhere on time. Because guess what? That 5 a.m. flight, it ain't waiting on you. So that's a big thing for, I think the most trouble my kids that always call me struggle with is like, Coach, you want lying. Why is everything so early in the morning? I'm saying they trying to get you ready because you don't understand. You got to go to class right after shooting practice or individual practice. You got to go to class. You're going to take a shower. You're going to go straight to that 7:40 or that 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go right into their classroom. So they just trying to get your mind wrapped around you at college. Yeah, I want you to have a college experience, but you came here to play basketball.
Right.
I'm paying for your education, but I'm going to get out of you what I'm paying for. So I don't think kids be ready for that in that particularly, like they're not ready. They go to college think they finna kick it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm free now.
Yeah.
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 I'm free. I'm grown. I'm free.
Yeah. And I think, another thing is growing up, you know, not calling mom and daddy about everything that ain't going right. You know what I'm saying? Like figuring out, that's what I'm teaching my son now, how to talk to your coaches in the right way, in a professional manner. Like no disrespectful stuff, like, because you can't be calling mom and dad. What mom and daddy gonna do to their college coach?
Yeah.
You know, they're not gonna be able to control the narrative anymore. And so, and most high school coaches, you're not gonna be able to control the narrative. So, preparing your kid to be able to speak for themselves, if I'm hurt, if I really got an injury that's bothering me, say, Coach, I'm hurting real bad, Coach. This is what's going on with me. And if they making you do stuff that's making it worse, then that's when you get your parents involved. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But communicating, most coaches gonna be like, well, let's get over to this trainer and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. But I see so many kids that don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
And that's why they struggle. I can get on the phone to college coach and be like, Coach, why you just didn't say that? He just told me that, Coach. I ain't trying to, he ain't saying nothing. So I think a communication part as far as telling parents how, teaching your kids how to communicate as well. I think everything is on this phone now.
Yeah.
They don't know how to verbally talk to one another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And communicate things. So
Yeah.
those would be my biggest two things to transfer into the college ranks.
Gotcha. All right. So, last topic. Why don't we, as a culture, even just a parent culture in general, push our kids to do trade skills? Like, I feel like we get into this basketball or sports world, and we don't really be like, what do the kid do well other than that sport? Like, you know what I'm saying? We push basketball, football, track, baseball, whatever sport it is. Like, we so focused on that sport, but it's so many other things. Like, me and Trey talk, like, why don't we teach them mechanic stuff? Why don't we teach them plumbing? Why don't we teach them
Agriculture and architects.
yeah, like
Yeah.
stuff like
Really
that
build a blueprint. Like,
outside of the basketball is. I feel like basketball should be the tool to be able to do certain things or learn those traits that you need to be able to do those other things.
Well, I think the biggest part is everybody think their kid going pro. In our culture. In our culture struggles with that because, when I used to referee, man, everybody was the next LeBron, everybody was the next Maya Moore. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls or boys, so I've never lost focus. And I try to mentor the parents that's got good kids. I've never lost focus, and my goal for my kids is to get a free education. That's been my ultimate goal for my kids. Never, not once skip that goal. That's the primary goal. After my kid gets into college, The rest of that mess is on them if they want to be a pro and they want to do it, chase their dream and all that. It shouldn't be on the parent anymore. If you don't lose focus of the insight of why are you doing this? Why am I paying all this money to travel here, travel there?
Right.
It's to get a free education. That's a win goal. And I think parents lose focus of that so early in life that it gets crazy. The whole thing gets just in turmoil. You know what I'm saying? So I try to tell parents, do not lose focus of the sole goal. The sole goal is a JUCO scholarship, a D2 scholarship, a NAIA scholarship. You know, if you get promised enough, get lucky enough to get a D1 scholarship, amen. Thank God. But the sole goal of why you invested this time in the sport, whatever, baseball, soccer, whatever it is to get a free education. And
So
then from there, while you're trying to chase that free education, is talking to your kids about what is it you really want to do in life, son or daughter, other than basketball, football, baseball, volleyball. What is it that you really like doing? And start introducing them to things like that. Go to a museum. You got an artist, take them to museums and let them see stuff. If you got, somebody, my stepson wants to venture off in the law now. I'm gonna let him go shadow a guy that's a lawyer. I'm gonna let him go one day when the school out, college get out. We're gonna go and just be with him all day and watch him do what he do and see if you really want to do what he do. That's important to get a kid in the processes of thinking like y'all thinking a trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got kids in my school right now saying, Coach, I don't even like school. I don't want to be here. My daddy owned a tire shop up the road. I'm going to be working there. Like, he know how to change tires. Like, I had a flat. He came out there. Man, he had my tire on my car so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some kids already know what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as, but then our culture, we're so big in sports on, no, you're going to be an NFL player. You're going to be an NBA player. You're going to be a WNBA player. We don't never talk to our kids about the other avenues of life. And getting them ready for, things they can go do, they can go accomplish.
See, I was raised in East Texas by my grandma. So you got to think, I'm her second generation. So she had her first set of kids, and she was trying to push them to college and everything else. But when I was coming up, she used to always say, man, you're going to be everything but dumb. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working on houses my whole life. She never took me to a basketball training, never. But she took me to tutoring. She took me to construction classes. She took me to know how to mow yards. Like, she made me shadow mechanics, right? So whoever working on her car, whoever working on cars, hey, I'll pay you to let him hang out with you for a day. So I'm learning how to change oils. I'm learning how to change tires. So I always say, like, you want to learn different stuff. So when I got out of stuff and I had to figure out on my own, I was blessed to be a basketball coach and trainer. But I was telling people like, man, I'm finna get in construction. I'm finna start me a construction business. Like, I've been working on houses my whole life. I've been knowing how to draw blueprints. I know how to, I know how to do a lot of stuff with my hands, like just different trades. Cause back in the day, before they was pushing you to college, everything was paid by the skills and trades you had.
Right.
Oh, you a mechanic. Oh, you this. You a plumber. It's our, like you said, it's our society who be like, nah, we too cool for that. But then parents got to be like, all right, my baby not that smart. You know what I'm saying? So if, like the little boy you said, if he's a lawyer material, all right, yeah, we gonna push you in this law field. But
Yeah,
then you be like, all right, this kid, you don't even want to go to high school for real, for real. You not finna be no lawyer. I'm finna
yep,
put you in electrician class. You finna go remember what they used to call it, Job Corps. I'm finna
Yeah.
sign you
yeah,
up for this Job Corps. You finna go learn this trade.
yep,
After that, if you broke or if you struggling, that's on you. But you know how to go wire somebody's house up. You know how,
yeah,
you don't even need a job. Back in the day, the men didn't say, hey, I'm going to work. They say, what? I'm finna go find some work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And they working
yeah,
on your roof. He ain't no roofing guy, but he know how to put a roof up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's
yeah.
like, I always know how to keep money in my pocket just because the trades my grandma taught me, the
Well, I
skills
used
my
to
grandma taught me and made
when
me
I
have.
worked at Summit. It was a lot of kids. There was a lot of kids in that school that as adults we quit on. They've been in trouble too
Hmm.
much. Everybody like, man, that boy and that girl ain't gonna do none of their life. Well, That's why I work in schools. Them kids are for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Them the ones that I can change and give a different perspective to. I don't preach college to, but then when I drive up to Kroger and one of them run up to me, coach, what's up, coach? Man, I got my own apartment, coach. Man, I'm working, man. I'm doing good for myself, coach. Man, you was right, coach. You just got to keep grinding, man. I don't work myself off now. I'm a supervisor up here now
Mm-hmm.
in Stockton. That's a proud moment
Right.
for me because I knew the kid wasn't going to
Yeah.
college. What I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? They're trying to give them a perspective, to get out the streets and to do something with their life that's productive.
Right.
And I don't think it's enough of that out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to show kids that you can just go to a regular job, work yourself up, and be able to take care of yourself. That's the biggest thing for a parent is to get your kid able to take care
Right.
of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's
See, I would argue
that's
this, like, even as a kid, so this is what I'm saying, like, as a kid, yeah, we spent all this money, that, I'm not gonna say the average kid, but let's say a elite kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
They parents might spend maybe 500,000, $1 million on skills for basketball. They done paid trainers, they done play AAU, they done travel, they done did all this. This is they plan A. I would say, hey, take 10% of that money while they young, by eighth grade or whatever, while they young, go make that same little boy be an electrician. Go make him be an electrician. Or go make him learn. Because I hated construction. But my grandma said, you going to learn that shit. And she was going to talk to my teachers. Hey, if he not acting up, let me know. She used to
Mm-hmm.
come sit in the classroom with me, right beside. He know how to do it. Do
Yeah.
it. Go do that. She made me learn these trades. So when I on my own, it's like, all right, I knew my mindset. Hey, I worked at Walmart stocking. I lasted a day. I can't do this. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I
Mm-hmm.
can't sit at no computer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, these boys we give up on, these girls we give up on. Like a girl, I'm gonna teach you how to do taxes. Go learn. We forever gonna have to do taxes.
Right.
Go get in on that. Or I'm gonna teach you how to repair credit. So
Listen, man, do you need college coaches on you early, late? It doesn't matter. I'm Coming University got everything for you. Posted twice a month, 16 plus thousand followers, 450 plus coaches every month. And we just dropped the app. I'm Coming University got his own app, own platform where we got every access to every coach in America, D1, D2, NAIA, JUCO. It don't matter what level you want to go to and what level are you good enough for at the end of the day. Book a call in the description and let's get you seen and let's get you.
everybody gonna need credit repair eventually. Or I'm
Right.
gonna teach you how to cosmetology. I'm gonna teach you how to do hair. I'm gonna teach you how to do this. So when you on your own, yeah, you can go get a job, you can go to college, but you still got to trade. Because if this job fired you, I got fired. I said, I'll never work for nobody again. You know what I'm saying? So for real, because it does something to my
Yeah.
heart. Like, what
Yeah.
I do wrong? And then it's like, so these kids, I would say at a young age, put them, man, I was in the second grade building birdhouses. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Put them in that type of stuff. That's when you really start seeing what kids like. Most kids play basketball because they dad made them play
Mm-hmm.
basketball. You know what I'm saying? If you make that same second grade go fishing, he gonna
Yeah.
love fishing. You make that same second grader go tie up a horse, he gonna love horses. You make that same second grader go mow a yard, he gonna love mowing yards. Like
Yeah.
these kids gonna love whatever you make them do at a young age. It's our
Mm-hmm.
culture who say, hey, no, you're gonna be an entertainer. You're gonna be
Yeah.
you gonna be a rapper, or you gonna be a football player, you gonna be a basketball player. It's like, nah, when you get to this age, like Z said, that his family owned a tire shop. You know how many people I know that they was in high school, they be like, bro, I don't need this shit. I'll drop out right now. No,
yeah,
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to go. My family owned a tire
Right.
shop.
yeah,
I'll change tires for the rest of my life. It's
yeah.
our coach that be like, nah, I'm not finna go change no tire.
But you
You
know
know
what's
what I'm
crazy
saying?
is a lot of kids don't even know how to change the tire. They
No,
don't know how to change the tire. They don't know how to do a lot
Hey,
of stuff with their car.
and how much it costs you before you go get your tires changed?
yeah, nothing. A little bit of nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but you got to pay for the tires.
Yeah,
You,
Oh,
that's a hustle. Somebody can be like, our coach. How many black people you know changing tires
no,
though?
yeah.
no, there's not that many.
Uh-huh.
It's
Not that.
It's all the Latino race. How many black people you know trying to start it? It's some, but hey, I'm finna go mow yards. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
that's $30, $40. Like back where I'm from, they ain't got a lot of money. But it's a lot of kids who trying to hustle, do drugs, and do everything. It's like, bro, all these old women around here, go mow their yards for $25. You mow 4 yards, that's $100 for you today.
Yep.
But
I did it as a kid.
you
I
know
know.
what
My
I'm saying?
dad, yeah, my dad had his own lawn service, so I did it as a kid, and he used to say, "Don't ask me for no gas money."
Yeah,
So yeah, so I had to make my own gas money. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like so I know how to get out there and get it myself. I've been doing it my whole life, but I just think our culture in general, just the black culture, we don't process things like we should for our kids, man. We don't. We set them up. We set them up for
Yeah.
failure.
yeah,
That's just like you got to get out at 18. Now that I'm older, that's
yeah.
crazy, bro. That's crazy to send a kid out in the world that ain't ready for the world to just mess up and do something bad. And
Never pay the bill.
our older generation say you got to get out when you're 18. You got to go. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like and you're nowhere near ready to be out on your
Right,
own. Nowhere.
right,
So we're setting our kids up to go to jail. We're setting our kids up to get involved in stuff they ain't got no business to get involved in, and we set them up to be around people they have no business being around.
right.
So a lot of stuff that we were taught as youngsters, well, I'm way young, I'm way older than
Mm-hmm.
y'all. I'm not doing to my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a balance now. Now you're not gonna be kicking in and partying, and I'm letting you stay here.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a job. You're gonna be stacking your paper. I'm gonna know how much money you stacking, where you can go get you a place, and learn how to budget and teach you how to budget and learn how to be able to live on your own. But no, just letting them stay there and stay there and stay there, and they out every weekend kicking in and having a good time. No, see, it's a balance, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think people understand that.
Right.
It's a balance, but just sending kids out in the world when they ain't ready, that's something that we do as well. That I just believe that is against everything.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them go figure it out. They never paid a bill. They never did nothing.
Yeah,
Like go figure it out.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They haven't even worked 80 hours a week yet. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you
no,
telling them go figure it out for real, for real.
Yeah. And I also think like parents don't really pay like we so indulged in sports that you really don't pay attention to your kid. Like my daughter, like I know she gonna go play volleyball in college, right? But she can draw. I know she's good in front of the camera. Like so I have her do certain things now. Like we not heavy in it, but I have her like, go do that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I make her like get in front of the camera. Like I make her. She showed me her drawing. I'm like, okay. So now as she get older, I know like okay, and keep from her burning out playing volleyball. It's kind of like okay, do these other things. I'm gonna keep these things entertaining. I'm gonna have you do certain things of things that you interested in that I know that you gonna enjoy. So I don't even think like making them like say you said make them do such and such. You said make them do this. I think if you pay attention really pay attention to your kid, like your kid gonna tell you what they interested in without even telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna see what they drawn to.
So look, I train some Indian kids. I had this one Indian kid, and I would train him at the house. You know, multi-million-dollar house
Mm-hmm.
and all this. And I'm training them, and he going hard. Like they work hard. They understand. He work hard, and I'm talking to him mid session, and I was like, "You like basketball?" He's like, "Not really. My parents make me do this." Like for real, he's like, "My parents make me do this." I was like, "What are you trying to do?" He was like, "Well, I got homework after this. I'm going to go study after this. I'm going to go read after this." Like he had his whole day planned out for himself. He said, "Guess what?" He said he want to be. He
What?
said, "I'm gonna be an electrical engineer." He only in the fourth grade. He said, "I'm only playing basketball because my parents make me stay active, but I'm really into like electrical engineering. That's what I want to be."
Mm.
But he in the fourth grade. He said, "I'm about to go study. I'm gonna go read." I'm like, "What you do on your free time?" "I really like studying. You know what I'm saying? I really like
Yeah.
reading. Like, I really like." He said, "I like. What do you like besides this and this? What do you like to do?" "I like building stuff.
Mm.
I like putting shit together." You know what I'm saying? So you can see it. So like, I'm not saying make them do it, but you'll be surprised how fascinated kids is with other stuff. Like
Right.
I do my own shirt business. I take some of them girls and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to print some shirts, bro." They love it. They
Yeah.
love it. Oh, we make
I think
shirts with Coach Trey. Like they love
Yeah.
that type of
Yeah.
stuff. They
I think
love.
I've had so many instances where I could see it on the kids' face in training that they didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, like they've been forced to do this. And I would, put my arm around them and say, just, kind of talk softly. Hey, do you even like basketball? And they'll look at me and be like, no, sir.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I'm like, okay, all right. So just try to get through the rest of this session, and then we're gonna talk to your mom and dad after. Coach gonna be there with you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I've talked to so many parents about it. Hey man, go put them in. I've had parents later on in life say, Coach, I sure appreciate you, man, because he got in soccer, he got in golf, and he loved it. He loves it, and because basketball is not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. Like you said, being force fed to do it. Sometimes kids be like, they be about to have a panic attack,
Right.
man. Like, I don't even want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I've had, I can say about at least 10 kids I've done that to, because I know what it looks like when you love it.
Right.
I know even when you messing up and you love it, you don't even care about
Right.
messing up because you love this. You're trying to get better. And then I see the kids that come in there that be like, man, I don't. I don't I don't want to
Right.
be here. You
Man.
know what I'm saying? And I think it's important for people to identify that as a parent, to
Mhm.
identify your kid looking like they like something and when they don't
And
look like they like something.
and
Mhm.
I would say this, like the brother Muhammad guy who we watch. Uh, like he was saying, other races use sports for the things they can attract from it.
Mhm.
The fighting adversity, learning how to work hard, learning how to be a team member. They use that, and then once they done with sports, they go turn it into a business or they go work in a corporate position. But they learn all the traits through sports
Right.
and stuff like that. It's our culture who be like, nah, this is what we gonna do. Like this is basketball or it. I would say parents use basketball, use soccer, use sports, right? For the qualities you can get out of your kid later in life. Because you can't play basketball
Right.
forever. Once you're done playing basketball, you gotta go work. You
Yeah.
gotta become you gotta work. So what are you gonna do? You gotta work with a team. If you working in corporate and you don't know how to work with a team, basketball taught you how to work with a
Yeah.
team. But if you ain't never played it, like you just don't know, or fighting adversity, or you know what I'm saying, or waking up discipline, waking up early in the morning to go accomplish your goals. That teach you so much stuff about life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how to respect other people, shaking hands, sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying? Like it teach you so much about life. I wouldn't say don't make basketball your life though. You know, like
Mhm.
a lot of kids grow up and say they be like, "Hey, what do you like to do? Basketball. What do you know how to do besides play basketball?" Shit, nothing. I've been playing my whole life. It's like, damn, you don't know
Yeah.
nothing. You don't know how to do nothing else.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like different qualities you could learn while you're doing that. Oh, I know how to speak. Like I said, I know how to speak. I know how to talk. I know how to bring people together. I know how to network. What do you know how to do? Like what
Mhm.
skill?
Well,
What skill are you getting from basketball?
I think the biggest thing I always tell my kids is to get friends outside of what you do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I've always told Zay, don't have just basketball friends. Find you a girl that does something completely different than you do, and that way you can see things differently from her perspective. Because if you hang around the same like friends, you'll never know or see anything different. Like you'll never understand like what they go through on this side over
Right.
here doing this sport. Like I think a young lady named Carrington. She was my daughter's best friend growing up. She's a pro volleyball player.
Mm.
My daughter is playing basketball. They had two different perspectives, but she played volleyball. My daughter played basketball, but they did share common things in like. But it was different as well of her preparation of what she had to do compared to what Zay had to do. My daughter, Lil Z, have friends outside of basketball. I think that's important as well, because you can get away from it. You can get
Mhm.
away from the game. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? You can get away from it for a little while. That's important, man.
Yeah.
That's important. That's
Yeah,
important that people don't talk
for
about.
sure. Nah, for sure. Yeah, you
Got
got
you.
you like cause I'm from the country. I had friends, man. They taking you on horses.
Yeah.
We going mud. I'm going mud, and we going
Yep.
shooting
Yeah,
Yep.
guns. Like I didn't hang out with basketball people. I was hanging out with people who was doing like, hey, y'all want to go fit what they call it fly fishing. We
Yeah.
on the boat
yeah,
going. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like yeah, we having fun though. It's like oh, life is way more. than this, So yeah, you right.
Yeah.
You gotta have friends. Like even now, you probably got friends where you in the basketball round, but they be like, man, come out to the ranch and come kick it, come chill, and
Yeah.
they
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
barbecuing and you chilling. They be like, hey, I got me a new gun, come shoot this thing, or
Yeah.
you out
Yeah.
here watching a motorcycle, like you doing something that they into. Oh, you like motorcycles? Yeah, I'm gonna come wrap it up about you about motorcycles, like
Mm-hmm.
little stuff. Like yeah, you right, Z. You gotta have friends outside of what you do for sure.
Gotcha. What you, man? That's the end of the show today, this morning. It was a good one, though. It's a good one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey. But yeah, man, y'all be safe, man. Have a good day, and we'll be back Thursday.
All right, y'all have a
All
good
right,
week.
brother.
All right, now.
All right.